Jamie with Southeastern Soul Tribe, and I'm here for your Libra reading. If you have not already subscribed to Southeastern Soul Tribe, please do so. It would greatly help me out, and I will be able to grow the channel. Thank you all very much. For those of you who've stuck around, the extended for this reading will be on my Patreon. Information about that will be below or in the About section. Just make sure you go over there. I'm still doing personal readings, $35 for a 1 hour reading, recorded straight to you within 24 hours. So come check it out. So I have been checking out the astrology for Libra today. Very, very interesting, I have to say, because I don't know why. I just dug into it a little bit more today than I usually do. And I noticed something very significant. It's important, and it's affecting all of us. I am a Libra sun, as you guys know. I also have a North Node in Libra and a South Node in Aries. So this time frame right now is a little crazy for me and sometimes other people who are also Libra suns. So I'll tell you right now, the sun is still in Pisces, which creates a place in our lives where we tend to be picking up on more details, and our intuition is really heightened. You may be feeling it in your body. As air signs, we tend to think our emotions, and we don't quite connect with the way that they feel all the time, because we just think about them real fast and compartmentalize them over here. But now, today, the moon is in Cancer. So, oh boy, is that like putting you into a balance of mind and body, hopefully, if you're using it right. Mercury is in Aries, and that will make us impulsively jump to conclusions if you're not careful. But the crazy thing is, we got Pisces in Venus, Saturn, and Neptune. Be careful. You could be deceived or disillusioned. Seriously, Neptune in Pisces, that's that thing that'll come up and all of a sudden you'll be like, oh my gosh, I was confused the whole time. The whole time I really and truly thought that this person was this way and they were totally that way. So you get the drift. Chiron is in Aries, so there's something to know about that. Aries is opposite on your axis, Libra. So with Chiron being in Aries, you need to pay attention to your self-identification and your personal power wounds. This may draw those things up to the surface at this time. So pay attention to what's going on in your world. I noticed that I accidentally got one of my other tarot decks confused in my stuff. So when I brought it over here to the desk, there was a random card that I think is very significant for this reading because, like I've told you before, I do not believe in coincidences. The moon card came out, just flipped out, the one and only card that wasn't part of any of these decks. With that moon card, and then I pulled up the astrology with the moon being in Cancer. Interesting, or some of you may be dealing with a Cancerian, or just the energy that is involved with that. So pay attention. Know the birth charts of the people around you. And I don't mean your ex. I mean everybody. Mom, dad, kids, your work mates, whatever. So anyway, let's get to it. Angels, ancestors, guides, how about a card or two for Libra? Yes, I am using the energy deck today. I felt a need to do it because I, for some reason, feel like I need to look into numerology with this read. I don't always do that, and it's not neither here nor there. So you're pulling up the number 23 with the card all tied up. So maybe you feel like you're trapped in a situation that you can't necessarily get out of. The thing about being all tied up, to me, this is like the Eight of Swords in the tarot. That means that it's more in your mind than it is actually physically. Toilet paper torture, per se. But all tied up. Also, ironically, this number comes to the number 5. When we're looking at numerology, 5 is a number of the midpoint, you know, that point where we could go this way, we could go that way, and we're having a hard time making a decision. It's the midpoint between completion. So you may have just recently, in a month or two ago, completed one cycle, and you're dead center in the middle of a new cycle that's not quite done yet. And then we've got this number, which breaks down to the number 3. 2's company, 3's a crowd, guys. Libra likes even numbers. I know I do, and you guys probably do too. We're very much seeking balance all the time. Ironically, this is the angel of balance. So yes, while this ironically is the number 3, when you break it down, guess what? We're trying to get some shit balanced because we feel trapped in something. So let's get on into the read just a little bit more and see if we can get some details on what that's all about. Libra, don't you love it when I just love a little stronger, dig a little deeper, go a little farther, anything to please you, girl. Here comes the music. What do we got for Libra here? They're all tied up with the angel of balance. What does Libra need to know, Spirit? Angels, ancestors, guides. All right, we got 2 on the floor. Let's get it started. We have the King of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in the reverse at the base of the reading. That guy is manipulating with his big old wand. So that means there's a whole lot of passion going out somewhere, or you are embodying this guy. All right, he can manipulate sexually and everything else. In the reverse at the base of the reading, and crossing that is feeling like that you are needy or out in the cold for some reason. And why is that crossing this King of Wands? I don't like this guy because he's very attractive, or he has a lot, but he really, he misuses sexual innuendos, things like that, and manipulates a lot. But it's crossed by being out in the cold, basically. In the recent past, you were waiting on something. 3 of Wands, looking out onto the deep blue sea, hoping that your ships were going to come on in. You could see them over there, but they just weren't making any moves. Maybe you feel like things are going really slow, or you have been thinking that way. You've got your back turned in this 3 of Wands on this King of Wands in the reverse, which makes me feel like that maybe this King of Wands wasn't what you were expecting to be dealing with right now. And the 5 of Pentacles crossing, I definitely want to examine that. You're thinking a lot right now about a new opportunity, a new offer, or that you have a missed opportunity that was supposed to be your new start. That's probably why you feel this 5 of Pentacles. That was supposed to be my new thing, and now it came through, and I've got it in my mind a lot. That's why you feel all tied up. And here is your fear that I am not going to have the things I need. I am not going to be given to equally. There's going to be an imbalance. That is a fear for you, Libra, right now. Okay, and now we have the 6 of Cups. This is a past life connection in the reverse, in the near future, or something with children, lack of connection with them, or something like that. And the fact that the 2 of Cups is coming in reverse. I hate this reading so far. Not choosing to make a connection, not choosing to pair up somewhere, somehow. And now here we're not communicating with someone. We're not creating new messages. The Page of Swords is here in the reverse. Outside energy, Sagittarius energy in the reverse is lack of patience, temperance. We are fed up somewhere, somehow here. And here's big old Pisces on the table, in the outcome, in the upright. God, answer my prayers, please. I'm going to have to go within. I need to hang from this tree. I'm going to have to hear from you before I make another move. That's where we're at. So something ain't going right for you, Libra. Something you may have expected to go correctly, and it ain't been happening. Yeah, and you're not open to receiving any truth about it. So is somebody trying to come talk to you about it, and you're like cutting it off? Yeah, there's somebody here not making a decision. And here's the Queen of Wands, which is the pair to the King of Wands in the reverse. This is another Aries energy. This is manipulating sexually and with passion energy from a feminine standpoint. This could be two fire signs head to head over here, manipulating one another. Somebody here is not looking at an offer coming in straight out of the clear blue yonder. Interestingly enough, who is that guy? You yourself are in the reverse here with the Queen of Swords. So it looks like the assignment here is you are needing to face some truth, to look at some truth involved in something that's happening in here. There is a Knight of Wands in reverse. This is someone who is not operating in player energy. Somebody who's learning to slow their roll down. This Knight is actually facing the future, riding out of the now into a new beginning, hoping to get a new start, taking their wand into the future. And the crazy thing is it's toward a dream that is not fulfilled, or a place that's not going to provide any kind of healing for you. Or you're either traveling toward an Aquarius who's operating in the negative side. That means you're trying to avoid closing out a cycle somewhere, and then because you went in that direction, avoiding this, then Spirit comes in with the Knight of Swords. Somebody brings a message of truth, running back to the past for just a moment. Maybe an air sign heading back toward an Aquarius who's in the reverse with a sword of truth. Ace of Swords is here in reverse. There is a deception on the table here, somewhere, somehow. There's no commitment. Teamwork is needed, and a Tower is here. Something is coming in. This is a big deal, Libra. Nobody wants to fight. Nobody wants to fight. Nothing like that. So there's definitely something happening here with the Libra collective. We are concerned about children. We're concerned about a connection. We are really, really at our wits' end with all these reversals. And it's one of those positions where we're like this, and the only thing we can do is, look to our higher self. So you need someone here, one of you Libras out there, need to develop a meditation practice or something to try to gain the balance. The angel of balance here. You may be completely out of balance in this situation because you feel tied up. Now, you may be being tied up by someone outside of yourself, or you may actually be tied up in the mind. When I look at this spread, you know what's missing? All the cups are in reverse. Love ain't alive at this breakfast table. There ain't no love. This is all wands and swords. That means a whole lot of passion, a whole lot of thinking. There's no earth energy here, so nobody's got feet on the ground. And there's no cups in the upright, which means none of this stuff that's going on here is happening from a place of love. So whoever this is you're contending with, we're not focused on connections that we actually have a heart for. So what does that tell us? If we are trying to focus on our intuition and getting in touch with that, we're not doing that, because we are being asked right now to make decisions from our heart space, our intuition, but we also have to balance that with our intellect. Libra comes into the world completely imbalanced. They're always seeking balance. That's why we love even numbers. So let's get some animal oracle advice. For you Libras who can't make it over to Patreon, over in Patreon, we're going to take a look at each one of these cards, elaborate a little bit on these wands that are in reverse, see what this message of truth is, and what in the heck is this Tower coming in after this Three of Pentacles. We got to know for you guys. If you cannot make it to Patreon, just know that you got everything you needed in this part of the reading. And I'm going to get you 2 pieces of advice here from the Animal Oracles. And hopefully next time you'll be able to join us on Patreon, where you get unlimited extensions for $7 a month. All right, that helps support me and the channel, since YouTube ain't paying me much yet. All right, so let's see here. The snow leopard is one piece of advice. It says, take some time out of your usual life. You need to spend some time in solitude. So maybe you got too many people around you right now. The only way to actually hear your intuition sometimes is to be by yourself. Sometimes that alone time is very important for you to get balance. And this says, get clear on your intentions, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. So it's a decisive time right now. Like I said, with Chiron in Aries and Mercury in Aries, that's communication. That means you're making quick decisions, you're smart, you're on point. So take advantage of that time to figure out your intuition right now. And if you know your intention quickly, use that beautiful brain of yours, because we're air energy, guys. We're the smartest in the zodiac. But we don't always use our wisdom the way we should. So slow down, take some time to yourself. I don't care if it's 15 minutes. Get in touch with your emotions. Hang on, this little thing fell out of my ear. There we go. And we're back. Okay, so get in touch with your emotions. Now, a little advice on how I do that. Water. If I need, first of all, I get outside and get my feet on the ground somehow. In Tennessee right now, it's a little bit cold for all that, but you can get in water and notice how that water covers your body and feels, and get in touch in that moment with the way the water feels with your emotions and center your chakras. That'll help you gain balance and get more focus on what it is that's actually got you tied up. Remember, when you're pointing that finger, there's 3 pointing back at you. So go inside. It's your assignment. All right, Libra, this is your reading for now. If you're joining me on Patreon, I'll see you over there in just a second. Otherwise, to you, love and light. Mwah.